and sang at dawn and dusk. He vividly remembered playing with its cotton and pretending it was snow. Where it once stood would now be a parking spot, a precious and hotly contested piece of real estate in the new order of things. He would be returning here after it was rebuilt, to live in a flat, a 3-bedroom hall kitchen unit, 1 bedroom for him and Parul, 1 for their children, and 1 for his mother, separated from his own with the thin 4.5-inch brick walls that the builders used now. The bedrooms in the new apartment were the size of the bathrooms in the old Sikand house. And no dressing rooms now, of course. He would have to put the television on full blast to have sex with his wife. Parul and him, used to occupying separate living quarters like his parents before them, would now have to perform all the businesses of living, bathing, shaving, shitting, texting, toenail clipping, within a few feet of each other. Their children, a sulky teenaged girl and a prepubescent boy, would have to share a bedroom, and were aghast at the unfairness of it all. This was all that he could salvage from the mess that he was in, one amongst many flat owners, instead of the master of the house. He was lucky that he was even able to make the sale, shrouded as the property was with controversy. He got a raw deal, but it was better than no deal, and he was getting desperate. Settling into the second-floor walk-up flat provided by the builder for his family to live in for the duration of the construction, Aahan tried to get used to apartment living for the first time in his life. He had grown up in the rambling Sikand compound as its prince and heir. It had been like a warm blanket on a cold winter's night, and he hadn't ever summoned the will to get out of it. When the alarm rang, he hit snooze 1 time too many. Everything that he wanted had been placed exactly where he wanted it, not an inch to the left or the right, his entire life. Their temporary home must have been a state-of-the-art affair when it was first constructed, 20-odd years ago, when Delhi's smart set had begun to accept that they would have to get used to apartment living. The deficiencies in the builder finish were now glaringly apparent. Most of the problems had to do with moisture-related damage. Indian construction folk, through the ages, had never managed to figure this one out. The faux wooden flooring, so trendy when it first came out, had expanded, causing the dining room door to be permanently stuck. The fancy Italian-made taps had limescale stains like a map of the world, and the air conditioning leaked at designated spots across the house. It was the seepage in the living room that really got to him, though. In his opinion, seepage was a sign of poverty, of helplessness, of failure to improve one's lot. He had asked Parul, his once sweet Parul, to sort out some of these problems. He waited patiently, denied access to their bedroom while she chanted Nam Myoho Renge Kyo for an hour and a half, and approached her whilst she was getting ready for lunch with their son's friends' moms, applying her makeup stooped over the shared bathroom sink, now that she no longer had a dressing table. She hadn't responded and didn't remove her gaze from the mascara she was applying. She finished up, picked up a fire engine red tweezer, and decisively plugged a thick, black, stray hair from her chin, and looked up. "Fuck off," she said as she squeezed past him through the bathroom door into the bedroom. What struck him about his current quarters was that the rooms just seemed so much closer together. Gone were the high ceilings,